Morning, everyone. It's Thursday morning, the 6th, and since it's Thursday, it's Claims Day. Continuing claims breaks 500, initial claims breaks 500,000 for the first time in quite a while. 498,000, that is down 92,000. That's still it's a decent number. It is a new round number that we've breached, but pre-pandemic initial claims was 256,000. So we're still twice what we were before we started, even though we've moved back dramatically in the right direction. Continuing claims came up off last week's low. Last week we were 3.63 million. This week we're 3.69 million, so 30,000. Productivity rose pretty dramatically, 5.4% versus 4.5% expected, which was quite an improvement. And the worst of it was minus 4.2% last quarter. That was revised a little better to minus 3.8%. And unit labor costs were down 0.3%. The estimate there was for up 1%. So I'm not sure how that figures in, but the fact of the matter is it has basically meant not very much to the futures on the news. I think that the best number I saw was up about 40 before the in the Dow. And before the numbers came, it was around 0. Right now, the Dow futures look to be up about 42.66 actually. S&P doing nothing, up 75 cents. And the NASDAQ is down about $10. So, Facebook and Instagram, still no Trump. Who cares? They can fight it out however they want between their board or their totally unmanageable board that reviews and does not give any reasons for suspensions or deletions, but that's a fight for another day. Yesterday, Honest Companies, HNST, Jessica Alba's company. She started it a couple of years ago, and it has really grown. The deal came mid-range at $16, opened at $21.22. The low for the day was $20.56. The high was $23.86. It closed at 23, up 7, or 44% on the day. This morning, it's down about 30 cents, 22.69. So down 1%. Certainly, nothing overwhelming. A really nice performance. Rocket, on the other hand, Rocket Companies, which is Rocket Mortgage and the biggest in the country for mortgage origination, beat top and bottom, but gave kind of soft guidance, and the stock is showing it. 1960 down $3.20 or 14%. This has more to do with the nudge up in interest rates that might hamper the growth in the company's mortgage business. We also had Wayfair beat top and bottom. The stock had closed at $270.97 yesterday, and I'm not exactly sure why, but it immediately fell to $249.68 and then turned right back up and traded as high as $290. The last on the stock right now is $284.63, and that is up little over $13 or about 5%. Uber also had earnings. As you can imagine, their numbers are up, but there are problems there. Uber Eats continues to grow, except it doesn't make any money. The stock is actually 49.05. That's down 213 or 4%. Part of the problem is a shortage of drivers, and so there's a premium for those drivers. They're making upwards of $40 an hour, which is pretty decent for driving around. But the other problem there is that those get passed along, and Andrew Sorkin was interviewing the CEO, Dara Khosrowshahi, and he was talking about a ride across town in Manhattan yesterday that normally costs him $17 to $20, that cost him $55. So 300% increase, to which he said, if prices didn't come down, he was going to have to either get a bicycle or walk or start to take subways and buses. But he's not paying $55 to go cross town in Manhattan. Peloton, which yesterday was down 16% on the recall, is down another 3% today, currently trading 80.25, down 239. And the three big vaccine makers, which got clobbered yesterday, are lower today. Pfizer, which was 39.5, down a little yesterday, is now 38.60, down another $1.37, which on a stock like Pfizer, which tends to be pretty steady, is pretty dramatic, 3.4%. What's more dramatic is Moderna and Novavax. Now, Moderna uses the intellectual property, their platform, to attack other diseases, cancers, etc. Yesterday, after the announcement on the IP, the stock was 165, down 8. This morning, it's 148.81, down another 14 or 8.5%. Same situation with Novavax, 169, down 12 yesterday, 157.40, down 14 or 8.4%. So these stocks are really getting hit. I made my position very clear. I think it's just a complete dumbass move. This is not the world of Sabin and Salk, where people can be as altruistic when we have countries like China that hold the building blocks supply chain wise of a lot of our drugs, and can pretty basically shut them off anytime they want, and do, and have threatened to do. In any event, the chart on the screen is one of my favorites. I've been on it for quite a while here. It did exactly what I was looking for last week when I wrote it up on Sunday. Sunday, let's see, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, so on Friday, we had broken out to a new high, come back into the area of the breakout. I thought that this area around 140 would be the best area for it to hold. It spent 2 days, 139.60, 139.70, before taking off yesterday and going up $9.50 to a new recovery high. To give you a little bit better picture historically of where we are breaking out of a very long-term consolidation. I said that I thought we'd see $1.60 or more. We're currently trading $1.49.45, and we've been as high as 151.90. So, I think we're well on the way. Okay, the oil came back in a bit yesterday, which was surprising on the size of the drawdown that we had, but it did reverse after a new recovery high, and it is a little bit lower this morning, still well within the bounds of a normal and expectable pullback. If we got it down here around 63.75, 63.80, 64 and a quarter, I would guess that it will bounce higher again. Right now it's riding this purple line, which is the 5-day moving average. All the moving averages are higher. The other one that came back for the last day and a half is the gold, which is up about $10.50. It too came back into the downside, but is riding the 20-day moving average. It is locked now in this range of about 1760.65 up to the highs here right around 1800. If it comes through 1800, next stop I'm going to guess is in this 1850 area, and I think that looks likely. The way that we're playing it is with the silver, which acts pretty much the same way, except tends to run a little further in both directions. So today, as you can see, it's about the same kind of move that the gold is having. It's up about 1.3%, 35 cents, 26.87 and a half. These highs are 27.24 and 27.11. This close is 26.96, so a close over 27 would really help this. That's only 12 cents away from where we are right now, and this chart definitely leans more to the upside. As we've discussed repeatedly, all the moving averages are in the same general area, usually a sign that we're going to see a break one way or the other. I expect it's to the upside. All right, everyone, that's about it. I'll be back later in the day.